Alright, welcome back to another Nature's Always Right live stream. Today's going to be all about harvesting. I'm prepping for my market tomorrow, so I'll be washing out to seed some microgreens. Going to be doing lots of different things. And a couple announcements though first before I start. You might have noticed, check out my shirt. I've got some merch now finally. The awesome logo is designed by my friend Kana. Thank you so much, Kana. I did an amazing job. If you guys are interested in purchasing this or some of my other shirts that my wife designed for me, all that's located at naturesalwaysright.com/shop. I've got a link down in this video's description if you want to go check it out. Just a way to get some cool stuff and help support my channel and all the content that I create. So thanks so much for going and checking it out. I've been doing a lot of work on my website, naturesalwaysright.com, so it's totally redesigned over there, so go ahead and check that out. Alright, so getting into the video here, I'm going to be washing some mixed greens. I've got some arugula here, and normally I do all my mixed greens in my bubbler that you see right there, but I'm just doing a very small amount of tatsoi and arugula for small bags, and I don't want to bust out the whole bubbler with all the water and all that today. I'll do that tomorrow when I do my salad mix and all of that. So this is just a way to save a little bit of water, and this stuff's really clean, so I don't really need the bubbler so much. I'm also going to wash my heads of lettuce in here as well, so I can use the same water for the whole thing, dump this water out into the bubbler, and then pump that out to the shrubs. So I'm not wasting any of the water. Alright, I'm going to have some in-depth videos coming out about all the ways that I'm washing my different vegetables. So from root vegetables to greens, chard and kale, just how I'm prepping everything for the market. I've got all the videos shot, I just still need to edit them and stuff. Chat's not working right. I can tell my chat's not working right on my thing here. What's going on? Should be. Let's see if I can get so I just want to be able to see at least the YouTube chat. Am I even live right now? Oh, I am live, good. Yeah, huh. That's weird. I see the chat on YouTube, but not on my actual program that I'm streaming this with. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still a noob at this. I know what I gotta do. Show on stream. I think that'll fix it, hopefully. Okay. So, pretty easy. The arugula is already clean, and now I can have it in my bucket here, and I'll take it to my salad spinner to spin it. And for that, I'll show you. So I've got a piece of this system if you just search my YouTube channel. Electricity on. That spins the water out. Get it on stream. that's it. And I can take all the greens over to the drying table. And this thing has fans above it. Then at this stage, I'll just pick through it and remove anything that's nasty. So like, you know, yellowed leaves, things like that. I'm still not seeing your guys' chats. That's so annoying. It's just the show on stream. So strange. Oh. Okay. Just have to pay attention. It looks like it's working. Yeah, see you guys. Thank you so much for helping me test it. Yay, fixed it. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining the live stream. So I just showing you guys all about a little bit of my post-harvest and prepping for market stuff. So this is some arugula here on the table. And next up is tatsoi. So while that's drying, I'll get the tatsoi going next. Tatsoi. The name I use at market is, I call this Asian spinach because a lot of people have no idea what tatsoi is. So if you say Asian spinach, then they think, oh yeah, okay, it's like spinach, but it's like Asian style. And then from there I can sell them on it and like, wow, it's so delicious, it stir fries really nice, it's really similar to regular spinach, blah, blah, blah. So, in between the greens, I will scoop out the leftover garbage with a little pool strainer. The market, we're still waiting to hear what's going to end up happening with that market. So by end of July, I'll know what's going on and I'll let you guys, I'll make another video about it and what's going to happen with it. They're talking about moving it to a new location, which is going to be a horrible location, and which I anticipate the market will die after that. Hey, what's up, Matt? Check out the new shirts, you guys. I've got some Nature's Always Right merch now. So with my logo, some other designs, original designs that my wife made. It's all on naturesalwaysright.com/shop. There's a little link down in the description if you want to get a cool shirt or mug or support the channel. Really appreciate it, guys. You can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I already have a bubbler. Oh, you know that. Yeah, I'm just doing a basic setup right now because I really don't need to do the full bubbler right now. I didn't want to have to fill up my entire tank and do all that. And I like to use a tote like this to wash my heads of lettuce anyways, so. These greens that I'm washing right now are super clean. So doing the bubbler isn't like fully necessary for these. But I'll have a whole series of videos coming out all about washing the greens and all of that. If you want to learn how to build a bubbler, build the spinner, build the drying table, any of that stuff, I've got it all on my YouTube channel. If you just do a quick search, you can find them. It's been a while since I did a live video. It's good to be back. I've just been a little burnt out, honestly, on a lot of working so hard for all the summer farming stuff, so I kind of put video stuff on the back burner a little bit. But love doing these little live videos with you guys and just showing you exactly what I'm doing. After I do these greens and bag these greens, then I'm going to be doing heads of lettuce. And I like dunking my heads of lettuce personally. That's how I wash them, because it helps get off the worms and bugs pretty well, and all the major dirt particles. But customers expect the heads of lettuce to be a little dirty. They're not expecting it to be like from the grocery store. But the salad mixes, they are expecting them to be clean. They want it to be pre-washed, just like they're buying from the store. The time, it's 6 o'clock in San Diego. Alright, this is clean enough. So, I used to wash and prep everything the day I went to market, but now between my two plots now, I've just got too much stuff and I can't do it all in one day. So now Thursday, Friday is my harvest and market day. But it's pretty cool because I'm able to take so much produce to this one market, but I only need to do one market, and I only need to prep and harvest for one market. Other than that though, I'm just selling to my customers that come to pick up from the house too. So I try to time all those harvests together. So I'm doing all my harvests at one time. And it's just way more efficient that way. Cool. Thanks, Anna. Glad to know that these are helpful for you. Alright, that's plenty. Spinning time. So then I'll go back to my drawing table, move them a little. Okay, so now I got my tot soy ready next. That's just gonna sit here until I get this arugula bagged, and then while all that's waiting, now I can move on to doing heads of lettuce. So I'll get them prepped back here, and then this isn't the best spot for me to do this where I normally do it, but it'll work. Do I allow only pickups on Saturdays? Usually, yeah, because if you want all the different stuff that I do, because I do all the greens I harvest on Thursday and Friday. So if you want greens like salad mixes or heads of lettuce or microgreens, all that stuff's only available on Saturday. But if you wanted to do some other stuff during the week, like the squash or beans or cucumbers or things like tomatoes, peppers, things like that, I can do during the week. But typically, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if you wanted to come pick up, you'd be able to. Okay. Okay, so now this is ready for some heads of lettuce. So let me go grab that. Okay. So some of the lettuce I harvested, I kind of squished in there, but this is red sail lettuce. It's one of my favorite reds. It's real nice because it has this green in there as well. It's a pretty red leaf and does pretty well for me in the heat. Little gem romaines. These are nice. I usually put like 2 of these in with 1 red, and I sell that for $4. So the first thing that I do for the lettuce is I'll just look all around it, and then I'll pull off any of the leaves that are yellowed, or maybe they're extremely chewed on, or they're just messed up, like, you know, you wouldn't want to eat it on your sandwich. Then I pull that off, and then I throw it in the water. So the first part is just to remove any damaged or gross leaves. Determine, like, you know, sometimes there's been a worm that'll just go nuts in here and poop and eat this thing to shreds, and you want to make sure to find that before you wash it and try to sell it to a customer, right? So that's the other part of this little process that I do. And then I save all my leaves. I need a bucket for that. But I'll save all the leaves at the end, and then I'll just feed it to my chickens, so they're getting good nutrition and then making really good compost for me. Let me grab some. Hey Susan. Hey Yvonne, how do you keep your meat? Why is that in my way? How do you keep your produce crisp, fresh and crispy? I harvest in the morning or in the late evenings once all the heat of the sun is gone, or before it's arrived. Then I'm keeping it, depending on the vegetable, I'm keeping it in the right conditions of humidity. So things like chard and kale or lettuce, a little bit of humidity is good. Like you could spray them with a mist of water so that when they're not really transpiring. And that's one way. But yeah, keeping them in a refrigerator before you take it to market, getting them cooled down so there's no field heat on the vegetable. That's really important. I'm going to go over a lot of these ideas in depth in my videos coming out soon about prepping for market. Leave the nutrients in there. Yeah, my business is doing really good. Last week I brought the most produce I've ever brought to a market before, which is really cool. I grew, so this is all the stuff that I grew from my farm. It was if I would have sold everything, it's about $900 worth of produce from 5,000 square feet. So it was really cool. It was really exciting to be able to bring that much food to the market, all from my urban plots. Yeah, if you're a home gardener, it's a good idea. You can just harvest the outer leaves of the lettuce and pick as you go. That's a great way to do it if you're at home, but because I'm a market gardener and I sell a lot of my produce, then that's why I'm doing it like that. It wouldn't make sense at a large scale to pick off leaves. You know, I guess one caveat to that would be Salanova. A lot of farmers grow Salanova lettuce, and that's harvested by hand and they let it regrow. But they'll cut around, so they'll cut this whole thing off and then let it regrow again. That's a lettuce that's like specifically for that type. Okay, we gotta check on the arugula. Alright, so this is dry enough. And I just feel through it, make sure it's real dry. The correct moisture is really important. You really don't want to be seeing water droplets on the leaves, because once you put it in a bag, the bacteria on the leaves will start digesting the leaves basically, and then it starts getting gooey and nasty like we don't like. How's your arugula grow? What's up, Justin? Yeah, arugula is still doing good, but we've only had temperatures in the low 80s. We haven't gone above, so it starts to bolt quicker now, but so far so good. I haven't had to bust out the shade cloth yet. My t-shirts, they're on naturesalwaysright.com/shop. I have a link in the video description of this live video. It should be there. But yeah, I've got lots of different choices on there. And my wife helped design the shirts. So I'll pull my bags off first. So I'll have a count in my head. I think I'm gonna get about 8 bags. That way, as I'm going, I don't have to remember anything. I just know I have 8 bags. And if there's a remainder, then I can easily figure out how many bags I bagged. Okay, so I had 1 bag left over, which means I've only got 7 bags, but I put a lot of weight in there, so I'll probably get 8. Let's see here. Alright, so I weigh my bags out to 6 ounces of arugula. When I have another person doing this with me, I do this a little bit more efficiently, but since I'm by myself doing it, this is kind of the fastest way. Something else to help keep your greens fresh, whether it's at your house or you're selling this, is to get a bunch of air in there and shake it up and make sure there's air all around the leaves. Leaves that are being compressed or have moisture on them, those are the ones that are going to go bad because the bacteria is going to go to work eating them. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, my wife put all the, besides the logo, my wife made everything else in my merch shop. She put it all together and made the other designs, and yeah, it looks super good. Alright, oops, what am I doing? Oops. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, that's correct. All right, I think we got 8. We got 8. Awesome. I was a little low on arugula this week. Usually I like to have 12 bags for the market, but oh well. So this drying table is cool. I put it on hinges. There's better ways to build it too, but this is really simple. And you can learn how to do it on my YouTube channel, or this is, it's the same design as Curtis Stone in his book. And then we're reloaded for topsoil. Fans on. And then I'm going to pick through this a little bit Just make sure all the bad stuff's out of there. Yeah, microgreens are awesome. My customers have really been liking them. I've been able to sell like around $100 a week worth of microgreens at my market. And I started doing like sunflowers and radishes by themselves and some individual ones, but there's already a microgreen grower at my spot and they do a lot of the individual stuff, and I was selling way more of the mix than the sunflowers and all that, so I just decided to just go straight mix and have the best mix possible, better than anybody else at the market. And then that's been really successful for me, and it takes less time. If I'm doing like the sunflowers separate, the this and the that separate, then it just takes too much time and I'm not selling enough. So I just switched to doing 100% microgreen mix. And my mix, if you want to know, I'm doing pea, sunflower, radish, broccoli, and then some type of brassica, whether bok choy, mustard greens, red Russian kale, whatever like extra brassica seed I have available. I just have a bunch of extra of certain seeds. But I get all my microgreen seeds from True Leaf Market, and I've got a link down in the description if you guys want to purchase from True Leaf. It's a way to support the channel, and they're awesome. They're my favorite seed company now. I mean, that's basically who I buy from microgreens to field crops. Okay, and now we'll go back to doing the lettuce while this is drying. Yeah, True Leaf is awesome. Thanks, Hilltop. Yeah, and that'd be cool if I made some snacks. That'd be fun. There's just only so much time in the day. My friend Justin Gay, who's he's also a YouTuber here. If you guys want to check him out, another market gardener, he does something really smart. He does mostly microgreens, and he has a juicer at his microgreen stand. So so whatever he has excess of or things like that, he'll just run it through the juicer, and then that's like a really good value-added product right there. So I like that idea a lot. The varieties of lettuce, red sail and little gem romaine. And those are what I grow in fall, spring, and summer, fall, spring, and winter. And then I'm gonna try up some different varieties for the summer that are more heat tolerant. Yeah, you guys should check out Ray Tyler of Rose Creek Farms if you want to learn everything about growing lettuce. That guy's the expert. He grows everything down in Tennessee. He grows year-round lettuce there, so it's super hot, but he can still do it. Okay, nice. So, all right, check on the tatsoi here. And I'm trying to grab it all and flip it directly over and to get the bottom of the leaves. Certain greens are less prone to wilting, like tatsoi. Arugula is a little more prone to wilting, so you gotta watch the fans and be more careful of something like arugula or lettuce too to some point. But the longer you do this, the more you find out each idiosyncrasy about each plant and what they all need at all different stages, even the harvest stage. Okay, so So this isn't normally where I do my lettuce, but for the video I thought it'd be better. So this is how I do my lettuce. I'm taking the heads, and I just dunk them in the water. I shake them around, shake it off, and then I'll just lay them somewhere until I'm ready to bag them. So I'm putting them in my clean tote right here. Okay, I just gotta wash the red leaves, and then we're ready. Yeah, I started farming 9 years ago and helped start a 2-acre farm with my buddy Jared of Jared's Real Food, who I've done an interview with. I did a whole farm interview and everything with him on my channel if you want to see it. So that is where I got my first experience, and I did that for like 1.5 years. Kept studying. I lived in another country for a couple of years. I came back to America, farmed again for 6 months with him, kept studying. What's up, Justin? Hey, Ed. And then I did a permaculture design course. Kept reading books, and then like 3 years ago I started my urban farm here. So I've got like 5 years of farming experience where I've been doing it for work. If you guys like this pool strainer, I've been using this one for 2 years now, and I've got a link to this one in my video. Probably about the greens bubbler. If you want to find this exact one, it was like the biggest one I could find, and it's real strong and everything. Okay. This is washed. So then that's what we're left with. Looking pretty good. Got most of the bugs off, most of the dirt off with a little dunk. So, yeah, Justin, this is the bubbler. I'm just not using it. Okay. I like using the bubbler for bigger jobs. I'm just doing small amounts of this right now. All right. Pretty good. Ready to bag. Something else I like to do, like if let's say I'm in a hurry, I need to dry stuff quickly, I'll let the fans run while I'm bagging it so that as I'll take from different areas that have dried off, allowing the stuff underneath to dry. Just so you can, if you're in a hurry, you can do it like that. Okay, so, oh yeah, if you didn't miss my tip earlier about counting the bags, I count out the bags first. So I ripped off 12 bags, I put them to the side, and then I started bagging so that I don't have to pay attention at all. Doing this is way more efficient with two people because you got one person bagging, the other person weighing, and then you're not having to do this step. I like to add in some of the flowers too because they're really delicious. Oh. If you guys haven't tried tatsoi yet, you really need to. It's one of my favorite greens of all time now. I love sauteing it in my eggs. I love it. It's great in smoothies. It's great, of course, in salad mix. And it just holds up way better than your standard spinach. Okay, so let's put this on. And the tatsoi, you can grow it like if you're just a home gardener or homesteader, you can grow the plant a lot bigger and just pick off individual leaves. So it's really nice as a baby green or as like a full-size plant. And I remember back in the day at the farmer's market, I saw people, they would grow tatsoi and so that it's like this big around and then just harvest it and sell the whole plant like that. So I've seen it sold like that as well, but I do baby greens for everything because I've got the right setup. Because I've got the Farmer's Friend Greens Harvester, I've got the bubbler, the spinner, the whole baby greens wash station. So there's a lot of things I do. I just do it baby because I have all these super efficient systems. That's what I should be doing with it basically. Okay, that's 12, and then I have a little bit of excess. I used to be able to sell a lot more tatsoi at the market, but for whatever reason, I'm not anymore. So 12 is my max. Now I just keep this either for us to eat, or I can sell it to another customer who comes by to my house to buy stuff. But if I lose this much to, you know, either my I have to give my landlord stuff every week too, so it could be for them. The last resort is my chickens. But I typically don't have to do that. Okay, good enough. So now I can take you to the fridge. Alright, so this is my CoolBot fridge. And I've got a video on how to make these. Whether you're doing one in a room, you can build out a room with the CoolBot, or you can use an old reach-in fridge like this and convert it. But inside, you can see that controller. That's the CoolBot. And right there is an air conditioner. So if you want to learn how to do this, it's the cheapest, best way to have your own fridge. I would never buy a commercial fridge, ever. I would build one. Very simple. And if you want a $20 off coupon, I have a link down in the description. If you ever want to buy a CoolBot, you can get $20 off when you buy it at least. Okay. So let's go do the lettuce now. And yeah, I'm just showing you guys a real basic version of washing the vegetables. Normally I've got my bubbler going and I've got the whole thing. But today I'm just showing you guys basics because it's just a little bit easier for me to do right now and film at the same time. Okay, so but what I'm showing you guys, this is the way to start, is just with tubs like this. You don't need to have the whole bubbler crazy setup. I recommend building that as soon as possible, but the tubs work really well on a small scale. The fridge it's way cheaper to run a CoolBot than it would be to run a compressor-based technology fridge. Way cheaper. On CoolBot's website, you can see the studies on that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I personally bag my lettuce because it'll start wilting at the market, especially now that it's hot. I don't like leaving it out. You have to keep spraying it with water, otherwise it transpires and all that. So I bag it. It stays really nice for my customers. It'll last them like 3 weeks in their fridge, they tell me. So I just continue to do it like this. And also I sell by myself at the market, so if I had to, you know, it's just more stuff I have to take care of for people if it's not already done. So if they want a bag on their lettuce, then yeah. So I try to have as much stuff prepped as possible. So that I'm just able to sell and exchange money and keep moving. The spray nozzle, Chris, I use the Big Blue, the one you can get from paperpot.co for my root vegetables and stuff. And I just have like a normal $10 one off Amazon that I like to use because I can spray things with it, or I can use the soaker mode and fill up a tub real easily with it too. So I use 2 different nozzles. And I'm going to be showing all this in some upcoming videos about washing and prepping veg for the market. So I'm putting 2 little gems and one of my red sails in a bag, and then I sell that for $4. The other reason I bag it is if I sell these alone, I'll get people might not buy as much. So I'm trying to get more money for the lettuce too. That's kind of another idea of doing it this way. I'm combining some smaller heads together to make it like one big $4 head. Is one way to think about it. Oh, nice, Justin. That's a great tip about the ice packs. At this point, though, I'm not trying to invest any more in my market setup. I don't even know what's going to happen with my market in the next month. So we'll see what happens. What's everybody growing for lettuce in the summer? What varieties do you guys like? Muir is one that I hear is incredible. It's a green leaf variety, and it's supposed to be fantastic for high heat. So after I'm finished bagging these lettuce, I'll probably just go do some microgreens really quick, and then I'll harvest carrots. And I still need to harvest tomatoes real quick. What else? And berries too. I need to get some berries going. Yeah, Selenova's really good. For my summer, it goes up to like 100 at the max where I am in San Diego. 100 with low humidity. It's a dry heat because we're in the desert. So you can grow it under 50-50 shade, and then the key is to get the evaporative cooling effect by just shooting your sprinklers over the top, you know, for like a minute every 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how often it's drying out. And that'll keep them really cool and from bolting. Or you can use like a misting system underneath your row cover. Check out Eric Schultz of Steadfast Farm. He grows in 110 degrees in Arizona. See you later, Jim. Nature is always right. I'm glad you like the name. Alrighty, lettuce is done. So then what I'll do, so because I didn't use the bubbler, I saved a ton of water. And then I'm just going to dump out what I used in here so that it'll go down to I have a tank underneath this that can pump out water. And you can see how I built this on my YouTube channel. There we go. Okay. Okay, so next, let's get these microgreens over with. And then we can finish doing some more harvesting. Oh, thanks thanks Matt for sharing that. Okay. So I already did my peas and sunflowers, already soaked and got those started. I start those a couple days before I do my radishes and other ones. So I'm going to do the radish. All right, let me grab the seeds. Okay, got the seeds. So alrighty, so what's your name? Podgy99. Yeah, we definitely have lost the love of nature and appreciation of it, and I think it has a lot to do with, in my opinion, it's people believing that man is somehow greater than God. That the stuff that we create is somehow greater. So, we create genetically modified crops and, it must be better because science and we created it. But when you look into it, in reality, we're by destroying the natural system and interrupting the natural cycle that God created, now destruction starts to happen because of that. So for me, it all kind of comes back to the philosophy of knowing that God's design is perfect and superior. And, we can create stuff and we can do things, but if we alter that natural system, things start going crazy real quick. And our body, the ecology of the earth, bacteria, everything starts getting destroyed, honestly. So, yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Okay, so microgreens, guys. So for microgreens, I'll check out the soil I'm using now. I can't really. So I've used like the SunGrow number 4. I've used the number 3. Those are really expensive, like $30 or $40 for a 4 cubic feet. What else have I tried? I've tried the hemp mats. I've tried the little mats that you grow microgreens on. But now what I've been using, I just tried this out for fun. It's an $8 or $9 bag at Home Depot. And this is the Kellogg's Organic Raised Bed Potting Mix. And my microgreens have been doing awesome. And it's really cheap for the bag. So I prefer growing in soil versus the inert mediums like the coco coir or peat moss and stuff. So this is grown in that mix. It's not the best mix for microgreens, but if you're doing it right, like that, the dirt and the wood chips and the perlite doesn't get into my micros. So, and as you can see, I don't really have any mold outbreaks or anything like that. So I've been really happy with it. And it's an organic certified product. If you're a home gardener and you need some extra soil, the Kellogg stuff. Anyways, so that's the soil I'm personally using. For microgreens, like just how the business growing in the soil is the ultimate, because the way plant biology and soil biology work together. So I just press down. This is while the soil is dry. Get a nice compression on that. And now I got step is to get it wet, and I want to move my seeds. I've done that too many times where I thought I wouldn't hit them with water, but then I do. Just want to be careful not to get them too wet. Let's do a little bit more. Oh, let's see. Yo, what's up, man? You want to be in a video? It's live right now. This is true. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I got that going now. I haven't announced it yet. Alright, guys. Sit down. Yeah, I can put some.
Yeah, really good. They joked about it.
They took it over.
Yeah, they basically took it over.
Oh, way.
It's just like a vacation island for them. Like a party island. We'll just go there and party. So the Dragstrip part is that, man. It's like a German shit show. I've never seen so many drunk jokes.
Honestly, hilarious. It's hard to get into describe it. Hilarious. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, radishes are there. So I got your radishes, got your green onions, and then I gave you, 10 pounds of green beans.
That's what I thought. I could probably. That's a good estimate. But yeah, it was a disaster last week. Yeah. Or it wasn't good, man, because it was like a slow day. And like, yeah, so I had a ton of left over too. But luckily, I was able to sell a majority of that stuff they gave me to market. Well, sorry, all your stuff sold except for like the cucumbers, squash, and shit. They gave me a lot. But
They just like dropped it off like one other purchase.
yeah.
Mark,
Worried about breaking it. Oh, Mark is my customer that buys a lot of stuff.
oh yeah.
So all the
He came through for
he
that.
came through with it. Yeah. So all the stuff that was like still good enough to sell to him, I sold to him. Yeah. So it all worked out. I said I'm still able to sell a good amount. I was stoked. I felt really bad. I was like, crap.
It would have been fine.
All right, let's go. Do this real quick.
Yeah, I don't want to hold you up on your video.
I'll be right back. I got to take care of something, and then I'll keep doing the microgreens.
work well.
All right, I'm back. That was my buddy Jared from Jared's Real Food, who I sell with at the market. So he was dropping off. He dropped off squash, cucumbers, green beans, radishes, and green onions for me because I don't have those from my own farm this week. So we work together so that I'm helping him sell him his stuff. I'm able to sell more variety at my markets, so it's kind of cool. All right, microgreens. So I only do 5 flats a week of microgreens for my microgreen mix, and I'm getting, around 25 4.5 ounce bags of microgreens every week. Doing that, and that's plenty for me for my market. I'm not trying to push my volume right now. I'm real happy with my farm sales numbers right now. Yeah, sorry. So I just did radish and microgreens. Sorry, radish and mustard greens, so that I don't have too much spicy in the mix. And then I do a full tray of just broccoli. Okay, that's it. Stack them. Okay, micros are done for next week. let's go harvest some carrots. Okay. Yeah, we still got plenty of light to do carrots right now. So let's do it. And then I can harvest. I'm gonna take a look at the tomatoes and stuff and see if it's desperate. I harvested them yesterday, so should be okay. Yeah, I can wait till morning. So let's do carrots. That'll help me out a lot more for the market. Alright, so I still got a little bit of this carrot bed left. And I just filmed a video all about harvesting carrots that I'll put out really soon. So I like to use a pitchfork, you can use a broad fork, you can use whatever tool you want just to get under those carrots and pop them. I've got heavy clay soil, so I need to do this. If you have sandy soil, then you may not need to do this. You can just pull them right out of the ground, or if you have really well developed soil that's there's a lot of organic matter, you probably won't need to do this. But if not, you're going to be snapping your carrots off. I'm grabbing them, shaking off all the dirt, and I'm always leaving them the same direction. And that just makes it way easier to deal with them later once you clean and process them. Okay. Judging by the looks of it, I'm gonna need some more. So, keep going. I'm gonna try to get about 30 bundles for every market. Woo. Okay. This one's pretty funny. It's like a little person with two legs. Alright, so now I'm going to put them all in facing the same direction. Okay. So you guys can see my crappy root washing table. Fortunately, I had to move everything. I had to dismantle my whole post-harvest station because my landlords wanted me to change some things. So okay. But this works. Okay, so now so what I do I've got this one. This is for my baby carrots. So anything that's broken off or too small that I can't put into a bundle, I'll just throw into here. And then I sell those as carrots in a 1 pound bag. Or I'll just toss it in their grocery bag for them. But the bigger, nicer carrots I'll sell in a bundle with the tops on. I already harvested a lot of the best carrots out of that bed, so a lot of these are a little bit smaller now. And I don't do a ton of carrots anymore because my farm's too small. It's a lot smarter to grow higher turnover, higher profit crops. So the farmer I was talking to earlier, Jared, he's got over 2 acres that he farms on now. And that's the farm that I originally started out at. I helped him start that farm. It was about 9 years ago, 9 summers ago now. It's crazy to think about that. But So I'm okay at growing carrots. I don't have the best process here, just so I could make some videos about it for the channel, and I'm always just trying to keep practicing and keep learning. And but I don't know if any of you guys are from Tennessee. I'll tell you guys about this. My wife and I, we're planning in September to come visit Tennessee. We've been there once before, but this trip is going to be all about looking at the 3 big cities, Chattanooga, Nashville, and Knoxville, and seeing if those are potential places we might want to move to. So if anybody out there has a farm or a garden, and you might be, if you're interested, we're going to be coming through those 3 cities, and if you want, I could stop by and maybe even stay at your place if you let me, and we could do some YouTube videos together, and I could give you any advice that you'd like. And what I'd love is for your help figuring out what's a good place in Tennessee. What are the best places that we should visit and see, and to decide if Tennessee is the place in the United States that we might want to buy land and move to. So if anybody is out there is from Tennessee and you'd be interested in talking to me more about that idea, send me an email to Steven@naturesalwaysright.com. Yeah, Asheville's awesome. I don't know if we're going to go there on this trip, but Asheville's pretty cool. That's another city we looked at, but one negative for us with Asheville is it's hard to find. There's not that many properties or homes for sale out there. And, we're looking to get 5 acres or a little more. So in our price range and a lot of the things that we want, Tennessee just it's more affordable for what we're looking for. And there's a lot more options too. But yeah, it's hard to choose a place to live because there's just a lot of great places in the United States, quite honestly. And so yeah, looking forward to that. So in September, if you're interested, if you're in Tennessee and you want to maybe host me or talk to me more about it, Steven@naturesalwaysright.com is the email. And there's like a lot of great YouTubers and farmers all around that area, like in Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina. A lot of YouTubers and farmers. So I'm looking forward to hopefully moving to the south at some point. We'll see where we end up, but for all the video stuff I do, it'd be really fun to work with all those cool content creators out there. Yeah, Texas is another place we considered. But I don't know. Texas is too hot, not enough water. I don't know. It's becoming increasingly leftist also, which is not good. So we'll see. I don't know. They have a state income tax, I think. But Tennessee does not have a state income tax, which is awesome. Really low property tax, all that sort of thing. Rose Creek Farm is in Tennessee, yeah. So yeah, this trip I'll be doing a little bit of YouTube stuff, but not too much. This trip is really more about figuring out where we might want to live. If it was up to me, I'd be going to Rose Creek and all these cool places, but my wife really wants to focus on. She's like, no, we can't do all these YouTube videos at all these places. We gotta look for our land. Like we can't. So I agree with her. That's what we should be doing. And in the future, I can do trips where it's more based on visiting all these farms I want to go to. But hopefully I can meet some of you guys. Maybe I could stay with you guys there, if any of you are from that area. Or if you know somebody who might be interested. Because I'll do a special YouTube video, or multiple ones, all about your farm. And I can help you promote your farm. Ooh, there we go. That's a nice one. Nice red one. These are my favorite in the rainbow mixes. The reds or the purples. Lots of people will stop and be like, oh my gosh, what kind of carrot is that? Because they've never seen the rainbows before. Or some people are like, oh, does it taste good? Is it still sweet because it's white or it's yellow? Like, yeah, it's a carrot. It's pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, I guess before I started growing food, I didn't know anything about this stuff either. But to me, it just sounds so funny now to not understand basic things about food. But I'm trying to see what you guys are writing. How's our compost pile doing? Oh, it's doing really good. I'm trying to remember which one. I think it's almost ready to use, actually, that one. I can go show you guys in a minute. I just need to finish these carrots, and then I've got as much ready for the market as I can. I'm a little worried about this carrot. See how it's all knobby and weird? This worries me that the carrot started to bolt and that this is actually going to be really a hard carrot. So I'm going to keep this for myself. Once they start bolting or going to seed, they get a really tough texture. And I don't want to do that to one of my customers. So just in case, I'm going to keep that one. Bottom line, you and your... Yeah, you're right, Gloria. We got to get out of California. That's for sure. California is going to implode at some point here. Yeah, I'm really sick of California. I can't wait to leave. I'm going to miss things about it, and I'll miss, family and friends, but this is not a place to build a life, in my opinion, anymore. Especially because we want land, and if you want 5 acres in California, you better have millions of dollars, or unless you're going to live like outside of Bakersfield or someplace that I don't want to live. Plus, there's no water here, and that's a big problem for me. I don't like that there's no water here. It's pretty scary. There's like a local mountain nearby that I hike sometimes, and when you look from the top of that mountain over the city of San Diego, it's like, oh my gosh, where's all the food? How are people living in this place? There's a couple small lakes, but then it's just houses, suburbia after suburbia, concrete and buildings. How is there a civilization here? How are they feeding themselves? And it's like, oh man, like yeah, all the water's being pumped in, and all the food's being trucked in. So that's a really unstable environment. And if something goes wrong, yeah, this whole place is not going to have water or food. So that's a major concern for me. Besides all the horrible government and laws and all the stuff and taxes, oh my gosh, all this garbage that California's done. Our budget for land, like $200,000, something right around there is what we're looking at. Because in Tennessee, for $200,000, you can get 5 to 10 acres plus a home. It might be, it could be an older home, it could be a manufactured home, or sometimes there's an extra garage on the property. There's other buildings there, so that has what we want. For that price range in Tennessee. I love the Tennessee climate. I think is really nice too, because you're not getting a super cold winter. The summers they're hot, but they're not hot like Georgia or Atlanta or Alabama or something. It's not as bad as that. It's a little bit more temperate, and humid summers don't bother me. I lived in Asia for a couple years, or traveled around Asia during the summer, and yeah, it's not fun, but it's not that bad. I lived in San Diego where it gets to 105 with dry heat, so I don't know. Since I grew up in San Diego, then I'm kind of a baby when it comes to cold weather. So that's why I'm looking more in that region of the world. Plus, there's a ton of water there. Never run out of water. There's wild game, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, taxes suck, man. Taxation is theft. There's no other way to get around it, though. You have to pay unto Caesar what is due to Caesar, unfortunately. Oops. Oops. What's that? Thanks for watching, Beth. Thanks for tuning in. Alrighty, so now we're gonna spray these off. So for the baby carrots, I spray them off inside of my egg crate, and then for the main carrot bundles there, I'm gonna wrap those up with rubber bands. Okay, babies are ready. Okay, so now with these, oh, you know what I need? So I'm just gonna weigh these out into bundles here. And we're good to go. Thanks for the encouragement, culinary. Alright, so for bundling these guys, I get 1 pound. I try to have a bundle that has different colors in there. Oops. Zero this thing. There we go. And then for bundling carrots, this is how I do it. I don't know if this is the best way or not, but I'll just wrap it and then twist it once and then back over the carrot tops. And then that's how you can have your bundle with the whole top on there. It's kind of like doing a ponytail. Are people getting political in there? Nice. Thanks for that link, Matt. I'll check that out. Yeah, you can eat the leaves of, or the, I don't know what you call these. You can eat the tops of carrots, definitely. Some of my customers make carrot top pesto. It's good for soups. So those are the couple of things I've heard of doing with it. So I'll bundle them all first and then I'll wash them one last time and then I'll put them into my clean tote and then they're ready for sale for tomorrow. Carrot top smoothies, nice. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of parsley a little bit. It's in the same family. You could maybe substitute parsley for carrot tops if you have a recipe. I could be wrong on that, but. Yeah, if you can grow long, straight carrots, that's a sign that your soil is in really good health, or at least that there's not really any obstructions. Bom dia! What's up, Brazil? I'm bunching according to weight. I'm just weighing at a pound. $3. I sell this bundle for $3. And carrots are one of the most popular vegetables at the market. Okay, that is that. So I got my clean tote. So I got 15 bundles plus whatever's in my small baby one. Let's go inside with this here. Okay, so we're gonna go inside to finish this. It's getting too dark. Alright, so now I'm just going to do my baby carrots. See you later. I'm just going to do some baby carrots now. And then I'll be done prepping for the market, and I'll do the rest of everything tomorrow. Alright, so we'll get 21 carrot bundles for tomorrow. And I still got the rest of that bed for next week. And then I can replant. So you guys check out the new shirts. I finally got some merch made, and my wife helped me make it all. You can find it all at naturesalwaysright.com/shop. There's a link down in the description if you'd like to buy something. We've got a bunch of different designs. We've got a mug, some stickers, and we're gonna keep adding more stuff to it. But if you guys are interested, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I've got issues with gophers sometimes, but I set traps and kill them. That's the only way to deal with them. Bringing in cats, that's another good way. You need some sort of predator that is going to get rid of them. I'm gonna make a video about gophers, but I just killed them. I killed 2 of them, and now I don't have any problems at my other property. So if you stay on top of them, then they don't cause too much damage. Gophers are basically the only thing that I really kill for the most part. I don't kill any type of bug because I don't spray anything. But you know, gophers are the one thing, or rats, things like squirrels. Those things you just can't. It's impossible to keep up with them. So it's unfortunate, but it's a part of farming. Death is a big part of farming. Most people don't realize that, but it is. Thanks, glad you like the design. That's the logo for my company and my farm. Alright, what else do I gotta do? That's basically it. I'm just gonna go get the chicken eggs now and clean up and go get some food. So yeah guys, if you want to check out the links down in the description, I've got links to all the different things that I'm associated with. So if you buy things from True Leaf Market for your seeds, or you like Haas tools, I've got special links that you guys can use, and it's a way that you can get the best products that I personally use and recommend, and help support the channel as well. Whenever you buy something through my links, I get a small kickback from them. So check out those links down in the description. Check out my merch store if you'd like to pick up some cool t-shirts and things that my wife and I designed. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Tomorrow's the market, so another big day tomorrow. It's like a 14-hour day usually, because it's like harvesting and prepping and then selling and then coming home and all that. So yeah, I'll have to do a live stream of the actual market day someday. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah guys, have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching the stream. It's always fun doing this with you guys. Hope you learned a few things that will help you on your garden or your farm. And thanks for watching all my videos. If you could help me out in any way, share my videos. Share my videos on your social media or with your friends, or tell a blog about it. Things like that. That's one amazing way that's really helpful to me, just to get the word out, get more people interested in growing food, learning how to do it, providing for their families. You know, that's what I'm really passionate about. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Big thank you to Matt, Dragstrip Farm, who's been moderating all the live streams. He's another small scale farmer. I got links in the description to his YouTube and Instagram. He's doing lots of great things, teaching people different skills, and he's building his farm right now. So if you want to see a farm built from the ground up, and somebody's doing it right now, go check out his channel as well, Dragstrip Farm. Thanks everybody. Bye.